Ryan, couple. So official plays for me. Missed playoffs -130.
Oh, okay.
Gus Edwards. We talked about this, I think, on the VSiN show. Gus Edwards most rushing touchdowns 70-1.
You dog.
That one. Are you on that as well, right, Ryan?
Of course.
I mean,
man, I like that one
because
that's a great one.
Him to have a
one.
Jamal Williams type season. Like it's like all the rushing touchdowns. They're not going to use, especially now with this foot thing. They're not going to use Herbert. Like who else are they going to use now? Maybe Kamani Vidal really takes off, and that's maybe there's some interesting stuff we can discuss for him. But yeah, I like the Gus Edwards. Gus staying healthy. And goes nuts. So
absolutely.
What else do you like, Ryan?
Well, I did. It's how much do you like Ladd McConkey? Assuming health and all that.
It's tough with those guys like that. I mean, he could be Hunter Renfrow in 2022, and then
he's
Hunter Renfrow 2023. It's like you just who knows?
Those pictures.
I like him. I like his highlights. He's quick. He's a possession receiver.
Is it because he's white that you are reserved?
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to see.
I mean, come on, can we be honest, please? Yeah,
it's a white angle. I mean,
but then Julian Edelman. Look at him.
No, I do think his most receptions in the NFL, Sean, has been steamed down to 75-1. It's
I might go like most rookie receptions. When
maybe, but that price was like 300-1 at one point. So it's almost, there's not even a ton that you can do with it at that point. Yeah. The Gus Edwards, anything you can play around Gus Edwards with touchdowns. They don't have the division touchdown markets open. I certainly, if you can, any sort of, underdog is not offering this, but Gus Edwards touchdown prop higher, over, more, whatever.
I do like Ladd McConkey. My official underdog play is going to be Ladd McConkey lower 4.5 receiving touchdowns.
Oh, wow.
I just think that's a lot of receiving touchdowns for a rookie, especially if he's dealing with an injury. But him getting healthy and racking up a bunch of catches, I don't mind that. But I think 4.5 receiving touchdowns for a rookie, it sounds low, but I think it's actually a little harder to get to than you might think. So, I mean, if you like passing yards or receiving yards, Josh Palmer at 700.5 to me feels really low. Like I think he's going to be their number one receiver. So
they've played together for a while. Yeah, we've heard, like we already mentioned, DJ Chark. That may be a good one. Quentin Johnson has looked horrible. Just dropping everything.
Sean, that's my underdog play.
Okay,
they're offering Quentin Johnston at $599.5.
What?
I don't think he's not listed as a starter. I don't think he got what 4. Let me get this right. He got 431 yards last year in relatively limited time. As Decker's pointing out, the reports on him early are not good.
No, they're not.
It seems like he could be one of those guys that they just get rid of.
Yeah, he could. And people are just thinking Keenan Allen's gone, Mike Williams. Yeah. He's going to step up in his second year. No, seriously, like that's way high. I didn't know that number actually.
Oh, Decker's.
I would go under that. That's like my second favorite pick that we've said on this show.
Decker loves lower $599.5.
Yeah. 589, but I'll give that out one.
What do you mean? I'm looking at the screen right now.
Do you have a different number than me?
599.
I'm seeing 589.5.
All right. I see 59. Let me hit refresh.
Let's see. Are they messing with are they rejiggering the numbers right in front of us? Right?
No, I think what my account's it is 89 now.
More drops
me
going
clicking on it
on TikTok.
Me clicking on it.
Sharp alert! Sharp alert!
This happened in spring football on a certain offshore.
So Ryan, so far for you, I have the Quentin Johnson lower 589.5 receiving yards. Gus Edwards most rushing touchdowns. Do you want to add in the under 8.5 wins? I assume.
I think the under is probably a good way to play it.
Okay.
Do you think I kind of what's the, let me see what the juice is just to make, all right, so +1. Yeah. I think under 8.5 +130 to me is a better bet than miss playoffs -130.
Okay.
Well, I think so if they go over, they're likely to make the playoffs.
9 and 8. I don't know. In this AFC, I don't know if you get in at 9 and 8.
I think you're at least in the mix potentially. Win some tiebreakers like the Harbaugh Bowl. Who knows?
Yeah, like there's going to be a couple teams out of the Central, the South, and then I don't know. Actually, West is weak.
I think there's
then it's going to be the Bills and the Dolphins.
I think that's actually an interesting bet. If you can bet on the AFC West to have 2 playoff teams, because I think they're probably pretty far long shots to be the team. Or I guess maybe the Chargers are in there, but maybe you're like me and you like the Raiders, but either way,
I do think for whatever reason they don't have the division rush leaders open, but Kamani Vidal as a long shot to lead the AFC West in rushing yards, that could be interesting. Because all
That's
you need
a good
is
one. No other team really have a number 1 or Javonte Williams.
I think it'll be. I think it'll be Zamir White, but
do we know how to say his name? Because I've heard
Kamani Vidal.
I've heard a pronunciation that I don't have set to memory yet. That sounds nothing like that.
No, I actually don't know. I know it's Vidal. I don't know if it's.
Yeah,
it should be Kamani.
It was something that shocked me, and I remember thinking like, oh, I should go back and look at this. And as you guys are saying it, I'm realizing I didn't actually go back and look at that.
So Decker, I got you. So what are you doing here? You like the Quentin Johnson 589.5 under that. What else? What else are you playing here?
This team is just really tough. They're going to spread stuff. I like Hayden Hurst over yards. They still have. So he's been
in with a tight end prop.
No, but I mean, it's got to be kind of low.
No, I know. I'm giving you a hard time because this is a classic Decker prop.
Yeah, he's Decker just been his situations with quarterbacks and their injuries throughout the years. He's better than what his stats show. They still have Parham. Like they're going to spread it out. Who knows what they're going to do on the goal line other than just to give it to Edwards?
Yeah. So like first touchdown, I think could be interesting because I think Will Dissly, Donald Parham, Hayden Hurst, they're all live because I don't think they know what they're going to do. Edwards, Vidal, like I think any of the long shot stuff for the first touchdown market is going to be fun to be betting on for this Los Angeles Superchargers. So you like Hayden Hurst over receiving yards? Okay.
I don't even know what it is to be honest, because I couldn't find a number on that either.
Yeah, it's still kind of a little early. So over 8.5 wins, Decker.
Yeah, really? This playoff over the 8.5 wins.
So all right, I like your. This is a very fun.
That'd be a weird thing to parlay. I don't know if I would advise really parlaying that.
Thread the needle here.
It's a weird thing.
So
to,
you'll probably win one of these. If you win both, you're a fucking genius. Any other plays you like, Decker? Anything on Herbert, or is the injury scaring you off? What else you got on that sheet there?
Do you have Decker's stat, or do you?
I didn't mention how much I love the coaches, so can I just throw that in? Yeah, Shane Day did well with CJ Stroud. Shane Day originally worked with Herbert. He's back. Minter, love him. Keep an eye on the strength and conditioning coach, Ben Herbert.
Oh wow!
Okay, because we've had like literally the worst guys.
Let's hear about
fucking love this guy. I love his attitude. I love that he went to Wisconsin, Michigan, but so many guys in the NFL. Boy. He's got beefy beefers, just beefs them up and just keeps them healthy.
So I'm gonna send
but they don't have stats, so I don't think I have any other as far as offensive guys. I don't know. Hayden Hurst, Vidal. DJ Chark.
Yeah. Decker was getting really aroused on that.
Well, yeah.
Strength and conditioning coach.
I just sent. I just sent over a photo.
Who is this?
This is the strength and conditioning coach.
Oh wow.
What's his name? Ben Herbert. No relation.
He's thick.
No relation. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he looks pretty ripped. He's got an Apple Watch. You know, he's serious about fitness. Should be pretty fun.
I have another angle for you. I brought us to the points market the other day.
Well, sorry, real quick. No lies in the chat saying I mentioned him earlier in the chat. He is a stud. I got fired up hearing him talk about buying a shop vac from Home Depot. All right, let's see if we can find that clip. But what were you saying, Kramer?
I'm gonna give you a banger.
Okay.
All right. So we talked about the total points recently.
Yes.
For the first time. Well, they set and I understand that some of this, I guess, is related to the new kickoff rule, but the Chargers last year, Sean, how many points do you think they scored in the 2023 season? if you remember last time we were talking about, let's see, who were we talking about last time? Seahawks, and they scored 364.
Okay.
So how many did the Chargers score last year?
Last year, Chargers 378.
346.
Okay.
This year, these donkeys 371 and a half. That team was all over the place. Harbaugh is going to be very methodical. They are going to be playing to a lot of unders. I'm taking under that point total.
Under 371 points. Okay.
Well, it also gives me a little Herbert misses a couple of games because of injury.
Oh wow, Ryan wishing injury on.
I'm not wishing injury.
I mean,
he
may miss the first game.
I don't. I'm not going to touch that because I think there is a world where they catch a couple teams off guard. Harbaugh out coaches them. They have like a 40-point game against the Panthers that throws this off. I think there could be a couple like nice wins for the Chargers.
We had some training camp footage on in the office, and they cut to the Chargers a lot because it's local. And there's just this shot. It's like the kind of the wide shot. They ended up using a zoom shot of it later, but it was a wide shot of Harbaugh kind of standing in the middle of the field, like with his weird, like kind of crooked over posture, as if he was like he couldn't find something, and he's like looking at the different. And it was just one of these moments where it's like, I really don't want to fade this, but at the same time, are we sure he's just gonna have this team cooking? Because it was like this old man where like he was just holding his back, just looking around like football.
Pull the Zeke. That Zeke clip is great.
That's just the way he looks in khakis. He just looks like has dad energy. He threw out the first pitch in Chicago, and he brought his own cleats and pants.
That is pretty rad.
He's just like a super intense dad.
Harbaugh, yeah, he still brings his glove to the ballpark. 100%.
One of those guys.
All right, let's take a look here of all our favorite plays, aka best bets that we're getting down on for the 2024 Los Angeles Chargers season.
Yeah,
anyone else you want to toss up?
No,
there?
My optimistic play is the Gus Edwards one.
Yeah, the 70-1 long shot I think is fun.
I think if you have a take on the receivers, you can try you can try the division market. The problem is I don't think the prices are all that good. The receptions with Ladd McConkey, it seems like everyone's betting that. Maybe you want a long shot, you go look at like DJ Chark or Palmer to lead the division in yards, but it seems like those should be almost longer odds.
Kumani Vidal, AFC West rush leader. I will be playing that once we can get a number. Assuming it's going to be a long shot. Ladd McConkey lower receiving touchdowns. Quentin Johnston lower, 589.5 receiving yards. Decker, you like that? Decker has him going 9-8. Over 8.5 wins, but not getting in the playoffs.
Back to my old ways. It looks like
Hayden Hurst over receiving yards. Kramer not buying into the Chargers Kool-Aid, has him down to 7-10, and he likes the under 371 points. Gus Edwards, most rushing touchdowns, 70-1. Decker, it would not be a Los Angeles San Diego Superchargers episode if we didn't get you to sing the song. So can we get a rendition of the?
Well, I was thinking not today, to be honest, boys. I kind of lost my singing voice recently. Okay. If you don't mind, we got a new coach and a kind of a fresh start.
I like
different
this.
energy.
I like this.
And I actually wrote. You're not going to believe this, but I wrote.
Go solo.
Yeah, we got to go. Well, as solo as we can get here. Swap out to this thing.
Yeah, I actually wrote a poem, guys.
Let me get off the screen.
Spuds is making a cameo.
Yeah, get Spuds closer. This is a poem that I wrote, and it's called "Better Than: An Ode to Football in the Harbaugh Style." New day, New Year's Day, feels like coming out of the womb. Who's locked, cocked, and ready to rock? Got it. Steel sharpens steel. Better. If worms had machine guns, then birds would be afraid of them. Then us. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.
Let's go.
Thank you, guys.
Let's go.
Amazing piece of poetry.